Any trail damage?
No.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Open Road for Two. We got something new right back here.
Tundra, 2022 Tundra. You know, those of you that follow us on Instagram or know us personally, then you know we picked this up. But any of you that just watch our videos may not have seen this yet.
No,
So.
we did get a Tundra. We don't have the 4Runner anymore. And we waited about 6 to 8 months to get this, and this is our first time taking it off-road.
So let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go. So this is our first time driving the Tundra up on these mountain roads, and I have to say it's really impressive. Corners nicely. We do have the lift and the 35-inch tires on it, but the power is there when you need it. We've passed several people in the passing lanes. It feels really tight in these corners, and the acceleration is amazing.
All right, so this is our first time we are airing down the Tundra 35s. Gonna take it off-road for the first time, get our first impressions, see how it does, and have some fun. Do lunch on trail. Ready?
Let's do it.
Airing down to.
I'm gonna say it's 23 today.
So what are your first impressions off-road, just starting on this trail?
Well, starting on this trail, initially we were aired up at 36 PSI, you know, highway PSI pressure. We just aired down to 23. But prior to that, when we were kind of off-road with 36, it was really bouncy, really springy. The suspension, obviously it's still just a stock suspension. We did do the Westcott lift, but it's stock SR5 suspension, not even the upgraded off-road package. So off-road, we need to make some improvements. It's not bad, but you know, as I mentioned a little earlier, on-road, on the mountain roads, it's amazing. Just off-road, it can be a little better. So we're going to definitely have to make some improvements there. But for right now, it's not bad. We essentially ordered this truck from Longo Toyota, and I have to give them a huge shout out because they sold this truck. As any of you that are familiar with the current market, used car and new car market, there's a lot of dealer markups. There's a lot of dealer add-ons that they're adding to MSRP and to sticker price on these trucks. And any truck, in any car for that matter, but this one in particular. We ordered this one about 6 months ago. I told the sales rep exactly what we were looking for, which specifically a 6-foot bed, 4x4, and gave 3 different color options. And other than that, we were pretty open for that. We did ask for the off-road package. That's the one thing that we didn't get. Now, we could have waited for more trucks to come in and waited longer for the off-road package, but a lot of the off-road package I'm going to tear off anyway when I add a new suspension to it. And any of you that are familiar with the Tundras right now, you know that suspension options are a little limited, and we're waiting for the major manufacturers to come to market with suspension upgrades. But this truck took about 6 months. When we got the call, it was in. If we wanted to come check this one out, which we did, when I showed up at Longo, I was expecting them to have like ceramic coating on it, a car alarm system, all that stuff that all the dealers are wanting to play right now. And nope, none of that. MSRP out the door. Huge shout out to them, because I think they're about the only ones that I know of in California that are doing that. So, you know, if they get more business because of this and other ones, maybe it'll put some pressure on them to do the same thing. I happened to see this almost identical truck. The only difference was it had factory tonneau cover on it, but it had very similar wheel and tire package with a spacer lift, ceramic coating, and a car alarm system, and they had a 20 grand markup on that. So again, Longo Toyota, MSRP, huge shout out.
And what does off-roading in the rain mean?
So, you know,
lots of mud puddles.
You know how it is. Like, you got a brand new truck, You know, mud is, you know, everybody loves mud, but everybody hates mud at the same time. Super fun to drive through mud, sucks cleaning mud off your car, especially the undercarriage. So, brand new truck, 1,383 miles on it, covered in mud now on the undercarriage. But hey, that's what a truck's for, get it dirty.
I think I'm the instigator. I'm like, yeah, send it, go through the mud. And he's like,
Because I have to clean it.
But then there's just points in the route that, you know what, you're just
to.
going to have to go through it. So that's what we did.
And we're getting more mud now with the rain coming down. So, but hey, fun day.
Absolutely fun day. Lunch on trail. We didn't film that. We were getting hangry.
Oh,
So
yeah. Little Vaughn's fried chicken never hurt.
And some Gatorades. Nice day on trail.
For sure.
So overall impressions first of the Tundra is we love it. Really great. We went with our gut final decision on pulling the trigger and saying, yep, they have one, let's go get it. Missed the 4Runner obviously, but it is a lot like the Tacoma. This is completely different. Love what we've done so far. Definitely have to work on the suspension. But this is mostly my daily driver at the moment. But looking ahead, it's going to be a better rig for those longer long haul trips. So it'll give us a little bit more space and a little bit more comfort. What about you?
Well, and actually as driving this, I mean, it's better off-road than I initially gave it credit for. I mean, even in stock form, like it's been really comfortable, and I love it right now. I mean, absolutely love the truck. I mean, both
I haven't
on-road,
driven it yet off-road.
Well, let's switch.
Okay, let's do that. Hold on. Hold up.
All right, so just like that, we're back, and we switched.
Had to adjust the cockpit controls.
I didn't want this to be another Baja where I'm having too much fun on the sand and not letting her drive at all. But
and thank goodness I brought it up, because I probably wouldn't have been able to drive off-road, even though I drive this every day to work. So.
But as I said, or as I was saying, you know, I was a little hard on it initially in stock form in terms of the off-road capability. And after airing down and getting past, I mean, initially, you know, we were still at full tire pressure, and we were kind of on like some whoop-de-doo section. Once we're past that, after being aired down, it actually rides really nicely in stock form. I mean, it's only going to
really does.
Well, here we are a little bumpy as we say that, but
it'll be different for you to see what you think on the passenger side, because right now as I'm going over the bumpies in the driver's seat, I don't feel it as much as I was sitting over there. I don't know, it could be just what I'm imagining, but
yeah. But all in all, you know, we're super happy with this purchase. You know, if you've been following the Tundras, you know that there's been some issues with, like, say, the turbocharger and some of the other things. We haven't experienced any issue with this. We had an initial software glitch on the display screen, but we just rebooted it, and it's been fine ever since. I know there's a couple open recalls on these, but they're minor things. They're software updates more than anything. So gas mileage, you know, has been okay. We were getting on average about 18 miles to a gallon before we did the lift and tires. Now we're probably closer to 16. But that's a lot of in-town driving that she does, not too much on the highway. So, you know, you got to take that with a grain of salt. Everybody's driving is going to be a little bit different. If you do a lot of highway miles, then you're probably going to get better mileage than that. So we've been super happy with it. I mean, the 4Runner that she was doing was averaging about 15 miles to a gallon. So slight improvement, not significant, but hey, you know, right now everything helps. So,
and in the long term, like we said, this is just going to give us more comfort, more room for whatever we decide to do with it when we travel full time. We have a lot more options on what we want to do with it than we did with the 4Runner. So.
Absolutely. And, you know, being on trail, this isn't a super tight trail that we've been on today, but it doesn't feel huge on trail, you know, even though it's a full size. Yeah, you're bigger than your Tacoma and your 4Runner, but it feels fine on trail.
It's just full-size fun.
It's full-size fun, just like me.
But we hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks for coming along. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, follow along. We've got some exciting things planned, some big epic trips heading to Colorado. Got some other trips planned, Death Valley. So come on board and come along for the fun.
A lot of good stuff coming on. So
until next time,
we'll see you
on the open road.
Bye.